I can't help the fact that I like to watch the Kardashians. Like they've been on my TV a lot since this quarantine, but I'm going to try and get ready, already dressed. All right, let's go. Okay, we're back in the living space, living area of this tiny New York apartment. But it works. It works for what it is. So I just throughout throughout this quarantine, I've been like learning new things about myself. Kind of just like resetting, and I've been talking to my friends about the same thing. I feel like most of the time when we're talking, it's about like, how are you doing? How are you holding up? But in all reality, like I feel really good right now, despite everything that's going on. Like despite that I can't leave my house, I still feel like mentally I'm in a good space, and this has allowed me time to be my most creative that I've been in a long time. So despite everything else that's going on, I am partly enjoying my quarantine time. And that brings me to my video today. All right, enough talk. Let's get into it. So, firstly, how I've been staying most productive. I feel like giving myself a routine has really helped me. So usually when I get up, like I know that my most productive time of the day, and I'll get to that like later. My most productive time is when I am up between like 10, 11, all the way until like 2 or 3 o'clock. So I try to get the most done during that time. And within that time, I usually have to have coffee or matcha or tea, whatever I have in my house at the time. Right now, I'm enjoying having my coffee. And I tell myself, first thing I do in the morning is try not to look at my phone. I know that's really hard for a lot of people. I know firsthand. A lot of people find themselves like as soon as you wake up, you grab your phone, you're checking social media, checking to see if you have text messages that you didn't respond to from the night before, missed calls, etc. Or if you're waiting for that direct deposit to drop, I know you're checking that. But for me, my first like 15 minutes, I don't go near my phone. I'll just say good morning to my partner and get up. Sometimes I don't even want to bother him, so I just get up and sneak into the kitchen, pretty much. Yeah, that's the first step for me. And along the way, I can do a few other things, but I try to just have silence in the morning for a good 15 minutes. This is pretty much my makeshift workstation that I set up on my mini dining room table. This is where I pretty much will sit for 2, 3, however many hours it takes for me to finish editing my videos, or if I'm feeling creative enough to continue writing a book I've been trying to write for the past like 5 years. But for the most part, it's where I will sit just to not be distracted. Sometimes I'll even sit at my vanity with my back to the TV, which sometimes doesn't work because I can see the TV in the reflection, and I end up watching TV instead of actually doing my makeup video. So this is why I've isolated myself to this wall. At least it's not completely bare, and added like my few favorite books and just things that like keep me inspired after this. What I do. Go along with
keeping myself inspired, I like to write a list of just my high priority and low priority things I want to get done for the day. So I use my planner, I use my notepad, and I literally write out every single detail. Usually the list isn't too long, but however, there is a list. I like to do that like once a week.
How I've been avoiding distractions when I'm in my flow time, or trying to avoid them when I'm filming, is just to remove everything that would distract me. So I move myself to a certain point. If I'm gonna film about something, I have my notes, and I try not to like have my computer or my phone to scroll through, because that will definitely distract me while I'm trying to film. What else? Again, having your stuff in a distinct place. Give yourself a rule of like no internet or no no online shopping for 2 hours, even if you're on the computer. I even seen some people say like they just turn off their Wi-Fi if they're doing certain things they don't need Wi-Fi for, or if they're like writing something. If they're in work mode, they might minimize everything else off the screen. I mean, everybody's working from home and studying from home and doing all this now. So I feel like these tips really helped me when I was just kind of preparing to get myself in this mode where I wouldn't go into a funk being home every day. And honestly, it really helped me. Like my spirit and like my vibe has been the same since my last day of work. And I don't feel depressed or anything about being home. Like I'm still getting things done. I feel like for me, it have nothing to do with where I clock in, and I'm even more in a better space mentally right now. So when you're giving yourself a break, make sure that you actually get away from your workstation. Like the same way you set up your workstation to make your mind free of distractions from the phone, the TV, etc. When you give yourself a break, you have to step away too. Because sometimes you say like, oh, I'm gonna work while I eat, and then you end up losing track of time and you've been working the whole time. I think it's more rewarding when you step away and just give yourself an actual break like you would if you were actually at work. Like step out of the office, sis. Like go look at your phone and go to Sephora or whatever you want to do. You really can't go outside. I mean, maybe you could if you have a patio or balcony, you could step outside to get some fresh air. But the most fresh air I get right now is walking my dog to the corner and back, and she loves it, and I love it. So everybody's happy, right? I just started this workout challenge a few days ago, and I've incorporated that into my routine. And actually, it's actually fit right in. Like it hasn't disrupted it at all. I just have to make sure that I time myself out, and having a timed. I don't want to say like a timeline of your day, but just like having these timed routines or timed tasks has really helped me too, to feel like I'm not wasting my day. Being someone that works in retail, I felt like I was always go, 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 go. Like always had to have something to do. That's just what my mind has been programmed to do for the past like 15 years. So being home, I had to, like I said, reset and like turn that off and know that it's okay to have downtime. It's okay to have quiet time. And just know like I don't have to be doing something in every single moment of the day. Hope some of these things could help you with your time off right now. And like I said, I know there's so many things on social media that's pretty much telling people they need to be productive, they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do this, learn a new word, learn a new language, learn a new skill. Like it's all in moderation. Or you could just Netflix and chill until you don't feel like Netflixing and chill anymore. Like there's an infinite amount of things we could be doing right now, and I'm just saying these things that I talked about today have helped me, and I hope they will help you too.
Hey guys, thank you for watching my video today. I hope I could help with something, keeping this quarantine from being as boring. Stay tuned next week for a new video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Girl needs to get her numbers up.
Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi guys. Every single time. Never fails.